Considering the matter and considering the arguments that have been made, we would like to actually have 5 minutes allotted to the patron and to the senior senator from Chesterfield, Senator Chase, to further elaborate their arguments with regard to germaneness on the floor substitute. So would like to begin with the patron, Loudoun County Senator Bell. You'll have a strict 5 minutes. It'll be limited just to yourself and to the senior senator from Chesterfield, Senator Chase, to discuss just the issue of germaneness with regard to your floor substitute that is proposed, and a ruling will be forthcoming after that. So, Senator from Loudoun County, Senator Bell.
Thank you, Mr. President. The resolution that was presented in the committee was a censure resolution, and it focused on 2 things: not a breach of the oath of office and conduct unbecoming a senator. The floor substitute was narrowed down to just conduct unbecoming a senator. There was deference made in the committee of freedom of speech. And even though freedom of speech is not absolute, you can't yell fire in a theater, there was some deference made to that. In regard to that, that's why it was narrowed down to just conduct unbecoming. But clearly, both are censures, both are on the same subject, and conduct unbecoming was in the original resolution. It's in the resolution in the final. I believe it is directly germane. To save the body in respect, I really don't have anything else to add. I will say that in regards to the matter, the senior senator from Chesterfield did not testify at the committee. She phoned in near the end, but I also, after that, then gave her an opportunity on this floor to offer an apology and condemn the unacceptable actions on January 6th. What she did, I think, in my opinion, fell far short, and many others did. That's why we're here today. So with that, I will conclude my remarks.
Thank the senator. The senior senator from Chesterfield, Senator Chase.
Thank you, Mr. President. I still continue to argue the germaneness. I think we are desperately searching for straws here. The original resolution, Mr. President, references Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, and the body and the intent and the spirit of the first resolution, which is completely absurd, is saying that that my statements, my inflammatory statements and actions led to an insurrection of the United States Capitol, which is completely ridiculous. And so I believe that the patron of the bill has realized how absurd his comments are and has tried to come up with another reason to try to embarrass me before the Commonwealth of Virginia. Mr. President, I would argue that the basis of the first resolution references the Constitution of the United States and is under the premise that I've somehow incited an insurrection, whereas the substitute is completely different. Completely different. Mr. President, I would argue that this is all free speech. As a state senator, I don't lose my rights to free speech, whether you like them or not, whether they're inflammatory or not. Mr. President, I can go through the whole list of new additional things that I have said exercising my free speech that were not even in the original spirit of the first resolution that was drafted. This is completely different. I mean, if you want to bring this, the patron wants to bring this up, I invite him to bring it in the form of another bill. But they're not germane. They are not the same censure resolution, Mr. President. And I would further conclude that, we're not even referencing the basis of the first bill, which was the Constitution. That's not even in this document in the second substitute. And so I just really think that the patron needs to get a different bill if he's going to bring this up. That's what I would be told to do if this were my bill. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank the senator. Having heard the arguments and reviewed the background materials, the floor substitute, and the original Senate resolution, along with the rules of the Senate, Chair rules that the floor substitute is, in fact, germane.